Hi everybody, good evening and welcome to the Sohmalife Sanctuary Thursday evening meditation and channeling. My name is Reverend Lynn Laborde and I'm really excited to be with all of you this evening. We're going to have a couple of guests that are going to be doing channeling as well, but I'm going to lead everybody through a meditation right now, so thank you so much for being with us. Okay, everybody go ahead and close your eyes. We have the beautiful music of David Young playing in the background. David is one of our favorite speakers here at the Sohmalife Sanctuary on Long Island. So I invite everybody to do a series of 3 breaths in and out through their nose. Breathe in to the count of 3. Pause for a moment and then exhale through your nose for the count of 3. And do that in a series of 3 times. Breathe in, pause, exhale, breathe in, pause, exhale, breathe in, pause, exhale. Bring your attention to your third eye, to the space between your eyebrows. And then bring your consciousness back 2 inches to the center of your forehead. And you will access the realm of the Cave of Brahman. The Cave of Brahman is a vast cave. It houses the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, and some say it houses the soul as well. Allow yourself to feel the enormity of this space. Then bring your attention and your energy and your consciousness down to the center of your chest, to your heart. Notice how short that journey is between the mind and the heart. Take another inhale through your nose, and then as you exhale, exhale into your heart. And allow it to just expand. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your heart. Once more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through your heart. Beautiful. Now move your consciousness to the top of your head, also known as the crown chakra. This is one of the energy centers that is normally, the default is for it to be closed. So will it to open up right now. Take a nice inhale, and on your exhale, will your crown chakra to open. About 8 inches above your head is a gorgeous golden light, which is the gateway for the Mahatma energy to come down and into your body. Take a nice inhale, and then as you exhale, let the Mahatma energy pour down into the top of your head. Feel it as it begins to bathe your pineal gland. Beautiful golden light at the top of your head. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, bring that golden light down to your pineal gland. And down through to your pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland is right at about the space where the Cave of Brahman is in your third eye. Again, a center of consciousness and intuition within the body. On your next inhale, exhale and breathe that energy down to your throat chakra, to your thyroid gland. You now have golden light pouring in from the top of your head, through your third eye, down to your thyroid. Once again, inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let that golden light pour down to your thalamus, which is right at about your collarbone, your higher heart. Feel the whole upper part of your beingness bathed in golden light. Once again, inhale, And as you exhale, draw down that beautiful Mahatma golden light and bring it down to your heart center, to your heart chakra. Beautiful. Once again, take a nice inhale. And when you exhale, bring that golden light down to your pancreas. The beautiful golden light of the Mahatma. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, bring that golden light down to your adrenal glands. They're located in the back, above your kidneys, and let them be completely bathed and soothed with the golden light of the Mahatma. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, bring that golden light down to your reproductive system. Whether you still have your parts or not, the energy of those centers still exists within you. Feel that energy as it fills your body. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, let that golden light flow down over your thighs, over your knees, down your calves, and to your ankles, and then to your feet. Your body is now filled with the golden light of the Mahatma. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, shoot that energy down into the center of Mother Earth. Bring a nice golden cord down to Mother Earth, and then inhale that cord back up to your heart. Take another deep inhale, and then as you exhale, shoot that cord up into the heavens, and then inhale it back to your heart. So there's now this gorgeous golden Mobius strip that loops you down to the earth and up to the heavens. From here, once again, bring your attention back to your third eye. Once again, bring it back 2 inches into the center of your forehead. And allow yourself to float. I'm now going to bring forth the energy of the Egyptian goddess known as Hathor. She is a being that I have been working with for lifetimes. I met her in 1996, and she is my primary guidance. Greetings, beloveds. Please know that each of you were indeed brought forth to join here with us for these festivities. As was mentioned earlier, there is never a moment when we are not with you, when we are absent from you, when you are absent from each other. messages that we have to deliver are messages of the importance of communication for each of you with your own divine guidance. For there has been an influx of communication and messages that are coming for each of you. We ask you to hearken and listen to the wisdom, the questions that you have, the uncertainty that you possess comes from a place inside of your souls where you have forgotten yourselves on purpose. We encourage you to remember yourselves, to allow presence of your divinity to manifest itself through your consciousness. There are many beings here with us this evening who would jump at the chance to be able to communicate with each and every one of you. Each of you has the ability, each of you has the gift, if you will, of bringing forth guidance, of bringing forth your own information. Each of you has within you the presence of not only your divinity, but many aspects of self, many ways that you have existed through various and sundry dimensions and spheres of existence. Those of you who are learning to grant yourselves access to the records will find that you shall have a profound deepening in your own intuition and abilities. Please make it a point to read not only for yourself, but allow yourself to practice reading for total strangers. This will grant you the ability to convince yourselves that you have not premeditated the information that is coming through. For when questions are posed to you that you would have no prior knowledge of, it strengthens your confidence. All that you are lacking, beloveds, is a sense of confidence to understand and to know that you are indeed connected. You are always connected, but you have patterns to tell yourself that you are not. Each of you has within you the ability to recall and to remember. Grant yourself this permission. You will astound yourself at what is possible. Beloved one, the journey that you are taking to the lands of the south are in accordance with the soul contracts that you have made. What you shall be bringing with you is a toolbox, if you will, of many skills and tools and abilities that will allow you to be of assistance, much as Sohana Grace is. She has been charged with building a community of beings that have her capacities, that have her wisdom, that have her knowledge. And what she is merely doing is ringing a bell of recognition for many of you. One moment, please. Each of you have been tasked with promises that were made to a consortium, if you will, of your guidance. So Honor Grace refers to them as masters, teachers, and loved ones, as well as those who are watching, those who are guiding, the lords, if you will. And those of us who have been part of this journey for what seemed like forever, you must endeavor to remember what you promised to do. You must endeavor to allow yourself to recall what your purpose was. There is no greater seeming failure for each of you than at the moment of transition to say, I did not do what I came here to do. You are, of course, given opportunities to step back into the cycles. However, the more you can allow yourselves to recall and to remember, to develop the communication directly with your own guidance, with the aspect of your higher selves, if you will, to connect directly, will give you a distinct advantage over those who would rather sit around and eat pork pie. We don't know what that is, we just like the sound of it. Beloveds, how may we be of assistance? Do you have questions that you would like to ask?
I have a question, Hathor.
Indeed, beloved mother.
Thank you.
Welcome.
How can we determine what our mission is for our lives? I have many interests, I have many goals that I'll probably never meet, but I'm working towards them very happily. But I feel like I may be distracted with some of them from my actual mission for my life.
The statement that you made was that you doubted that you would be able to accomplish them, and you have already committed yourself to failure. We would recommend possibly reframing and rephrasing the statements that you are making to yourself. What gives you pleasure? What makes you happy? What brings you alive is a key and a clue to the path that is meant for you to take, the journey that is meant for you to take. It is a place of recognizing your own internal guidance system. You also have the enhancement that one of your progeny is now trained in several techniques to be able to help you discover this very information for yourself. Beloved, we would recommend you working in conjunction with your dear mother to allow her to receive the recognition of her soul purpose, for it is related to yours. Each of you had meetings with the others prior to any of your incarnations, and you said, I would like to have you be my mother. You said, I would like to have you be my daughter, for in the 413 other lifetimes that the two of you have participated, you have switched many different roles. Does this answer your question, dear one?
Yes, thank you, Hathor.
Indeed. Welcome. It is our distinct pleasure to be in your presence. We are around you more often than you remember. You're welcome, beloveds.
Hathor, I have a question.
Yes, dear one.
I would like to know, how can I help my daughter open up? She's very, very closed in many, many areas. I want to try to help her. Any suggestions?
This may sound contrary to what would make sense, but the more space you give her, the less you want from her, the more you grant her a sense of beingness and allow her to be who she is, the more she will be allowed to flourish. There is an aspect of your beingness that has expectations and desires and wants for her, as any parent does. However, were you to allow her to have an expansive field where she could fall down, she would find ways to get back up. The desire to rush in and save your children, your beloveds, it hinders their growth. When a kitten climbs up in a tree, it would not remain there. The kitten was smart enough to climb up. It would be smart enough to climb back down. It is merely an exercise in the policemen getting to be heroes. Much happens with parents and children. You give birth to children. It is much like a baby bird. It is fed until it can flee, and then it leaves the nest. Your desires for her stem from a place where you feel that you may not have served her well or given her the best tools for her to exist in her life. We beg to differ, dear one. You have been exactly who she needed you to be. The best gift you can give her is to say with love, I encourage you to discover who you are. I encourage you to find yourself. Invite her to come to a meditation. Invite her to learn. Share with her what it is that you, dear one, have been learning yourself. This would allow her to see you in a different light. Sense yourself from the criticism that you feel that you must exhibit with her, the sense of frustration that you have the next time she says or does something that makes you want to rip her head off. Close your eyes and breathe. Hold your breath and then exhale and release. Give yourself a moment of pause. And then do the opposite. Embrace her and love her. Put a little kiss on her cheek. Let her see a transformation in the way that you react to her, in a sense of neutrality that you could bring forth. We understand, dear ones, that this is indeed a tall order. You have the ability within you to hold such a profound dynamic and field of love for her that will allow her to blossom, for this is the contract between the two of you. You two are holding up mirrors to reflect what has yet to be healed and completed within your own dynamics. Allow yourself to see yourself in her. Allow her to see herself in you. And embrace the love that exists, for the love is profound between the two of you. You two have had countless lifetimes, thousands. You enjoy each other. There is an aspect where you actually enjoy the bickering that goes on. It is playful, it is engaging. However, you can find another way to interact with her. This is a lesson for you, dear one. Embrace her with all of your heart as you love and embrace yourself. Absolutely. For each of you to love and embrace yourselves. For you to love and embrace that which you very much despise or are bothered by. There is gold in them, their hills. There is so much light. We love these turns of phrase. We entertain ourselves. Sana Grace says that I do not have a sense of humor.
She doesn't witness it firsthand.
She does not. Would you please tell her?
I will tell her to watch the playback. Yeah.
Thank you. Sir Robert, would you please tell Sahana Grace that we are very pleased with her choice to bring herself back to the fruits and vegetables as she has done these past 5 days. She is aligning herself with a course of action for a cleansing that is happening in the next 35 days. She committed herself to 40 days of this program that the two of you are familiar with beloved spirit.
Share that with her.
Indeed.
Thank you.
She hears a criticalness from us that is echoed by her relationship with her own mother. If she were only aware of the love that we have for her.
So she's only feeling one part of it, one half of it.
She has not fully allowed herself to awaken to the width and the breadth and the depth of the love that we have for her, nor has she fully allowed herself yet to remember all of her gifts and abilities. She has been training people, for she is looking for partners to help her along with her journey. The two of you made promises. We remember. It is time for the three of you to come back together. Thank you, dear one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, dear one.
Thank you.
Many blessings are coming for all of you.
Thank you.
Indeed. Beloveds, how may we be of assistance?
I have a question.
Yes, dear one.
Is my work contracted with Commander Ashtar to bring him forward?
Indeed.
Am I to be working more with him? Is that something I'm going to do? And why is he or it, the collective, working through me? Is it to bring in divine wisdom, or is it to bring in information, or?
See all of the above.
Oh.
Your soul contract is indeed with this collective. This is your emanation. This is your soul coding, if you will. This is part of the difficulty that you experienced in recent years, was a place where you had strayed off the path, and you are right now coming back into alignment and into congruency. And as you do this, there will be much information that shall be coming forth, as well as a sense of you feeling once again seated and grounded within yourself, dear one. Have faith. The sense of cynicism, the sense of dejection that you have felt has led you to stray from the truth of your essence. If you allow yourself to remember, to see your beauty, to know that relationship, speak to him out loud, allow yourself to communicate. The writing with pen and pad is a very good modality for you, in that it releases the mind chatter that will sometimes distract you. from the information. Know that this contract is as strong as one could possibly imagine. You shall not be forsaken, dear one. You are beloved and vital to many. Thank you for coming back. Indeed. We can speak with two more, and then we must relinquish. Greetings, beloved. It is good to have you with us.
It's good to be with you again,
Yes,
beloved sister.
indeed. Thank you for hearing our call. Thank you for saying yes. Beloveds, at this time, we shall be taking our leave. All you ever need do is call us, call upon us, speak to us, call out. Let us know that you desire to communicate. Or if you are silent within your minds, sometimes the messages are lost.
Thank you.
Greetings and salutations, beloveds. Until we meet again.
Bless you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you all for being with us. I'm now going to invite Rosemary to come up, and she will be bringing forth Pleiades. That is a consciousness that visits us from the Pleiades in the star system of Taurus.
Okay. By the way, I just saw something on Ashtar Command yesterday, right? And back in the 1970s, there was a voice. I'll say it over here, actually,
Okay.
so that the everybody else sees it too. So it's funny that Ashtar Command came up because, as you guys know, I channel Pleiadians, and that is a Pleiadian thing. Now, that's so interesting that you brought that up, because today I was asking Pleiades to come through and tell us more about Ashtar Command, because I know nothing about it and I did no research on it, just so I can be as pure as possible and get this information. And I wasn't even sure if they were really going to do it, but now I'm like, okay.
Well, I got a message earlier in the day to make sure that you were here tonight.
Excellent.
So
So clearly we're meant to be here. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let the collective come in. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Psychic Rosemary Angelis. I'm a psychic medium. I've been certified since 10 years ago by the Holistic Studies Institute. And I just recently started channeling Pleiadian entities. And so we're gonna bring them through. Okay?
Good evening.
Welcome.
Thank you for being with us.
We're here tonight to bring news upon the Ashtar Command. I am Ashtar. This is the first time we are transmitting through this channel. Ashtar Command is a command center located within your orbit, the orbit of Earth. We have been orbiting for many hundreds of years at least. Of your years. We have come through many times to planet Earth to bring forth knowledge and information in order to help keep your planet in a good homeostasis. Because there are so many times that Earth could have been destroyed by nuclear weapons and mass destruction. We have been here to sort of be damage control in a sense because of humanity's insatiable need to destroy its own resources. We would also like to allow you to know that on your planet you have many resources that are not tapped into. We have brought information to people such as Tesla, such as Elon Musk, through thought and perception, the use of algorithms within the mind structure in order to bring you this amazing ability to create newfound ways of technology to enhance your lives so that you can rely less upon the destructive ways that so many humans have been utilizing. There are dark forces that do try to overtake your elite members of society. However, do not fret, because there is always the light, which outshines the darkness in every way. Newfound ways to create and recreate structures. You are never alone on your planet. And although it seems sometimes that there are countless ways that imminent destruction is coming, do not fret, because you are not alone. This is what we need you to understand, is that war is not the answer, and though it may propel you to do incredible things, it is not a very good system of progress. Yes?
Yes.
Understandable. May we ask you questions?
We have something to say to Darlene. Darlene, you are a clear channel for us. Yes?
Yeah.
We do not want you to hesitate. We want you to just be aware of our presence. Write down any information you receive, because we will be sending you important data. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
We are open for questions.
Thank you very much for being with us. What has been your contact and relationship with Sanat Kumura?
Sanat Kumara, we do not have that relation. That is unknown to us.
Thank you.
May I ask a question?
Mm.
Many times in meditation, I'm contacted by energies, and they refer to me as commander.
Mm.
And the connections are fleeting.
From Ashtar Command.
Okay, I would assume so.
You have a connection to Ashtar Command.
Okay.
Ashtar Command is not just one thing. It is the actual command center. And we are a group. The one who was speaking to Earthlings through the stream in 1977 was one of our Pleiadian starship on board the fleet. Commander is what you are, your soul. You have put yourself into a human form. You are connected to us. Many of you are. Darlene is. Rosemary is too. She just wasn't aware of it. It is a title, but it is also a status of your actual soul. You do lead. You command. You have this particular mission to be on Earth, to help those who need it in raising their awareness outside the box.
Thank you.
There is much more.
Okay, I'm ready.
The starship is where you go when you sleep. You see, your souls are existing on many different dimensions, yes?
Yes.
We're all soul beings, every single one of us. We're all connected, genetically and spiritually. So when you go to sleep, there are times when you report. Not every time, but many times. And so you are a commander here on Earth. You are part of the welcoming committee. Not just to welcome, but to help redirect, stabilize. That is an anchor of your soul's purpose. Would anybody else like to answer or ask a question?
I have a question. What's my purpose? Why am I here?
That is something that you already know deep within your soul. It's not up for us, the command center, to answer for you. It is for you to reach inside and to grab hold of it. Let that be the first step. But if you have already done so, allow it to bloom, which is where you are right now, isn't it? Does that make sense?
Then what are my talents?
That is not meant for us to answer. You know your talents, they are within. What have you found in yourself? What have you recognized? Have you seen anything? Have you felt something that draws you to this question?
I just want to know if I'm in the right place where I'm supposed to be.
Does it feel right?
Sometimes.
Let that guide you. Listen to your intuition. That is the first step. Listen to yourself. It's important to listen to yourselves because you know the answers. You're all here because you know you were supposed to be here.
Thank you.
I have a question. How am I connected to Pleiades? Or am I?
The Pleiades or Pleiades, the guidance of that is primarily Rosemary's system. Pleiades, the guidance.
Yes.
Let us allow Pleiades to come through. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Totally different energy. Greetings, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, that was a very different experience.
Yes. We had to allow that to happen this time. Excuse us one moment. Hello.
Hello.
We are connected to you. You've had many experiences with us, haven't you?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. There were times when you were speaking to us out loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
We heard you. You are very connected to us, and yes, you can absolutely channel us if you would. It is totally acceptable. We are not owned by Rosemary. Even though she feels very possessive.
Yes.
How did you like Ashtar?
Very
Very
intense.
interesting.
Very different energy.
Yes, they
Very-
have.
Very
Good way to hang out.
structured. Yeah.
We are a bit laid back, right?
Yes.
It's because I come from here. I am the main head. I am a male, and I live on a Pleiadian planet that was created. It's a half planet. I usually broadcast from my comfortable home.
Like shortwave.
Not high, shortwave.
Yes. And oftentimes Rosemary comes to visit me in her dreams. We are very connected, we're very in sync, and we have been in cahoots for many lifetimes. She just doesn't know it. She's knowing it now. We would like to explain to you that Ashtar Command is very close to your planet. I am actually far away, and then the group of us also come together and sync. We synchronize. There is a very high level leader, with a light body named Aldebaran, from Aldebaran. He will be coming through later. Not tonight, but we are working her into his energy field because her energy is not yet matched.
Not
So,
in sync.
Not in
In
sync.
phase.
She has allowed him to come through before. So, if anybody would have any questions right now, we would be open to answer them.
I have a question. What's my purpose here?
To experience yourself more lightly now.
Have I had a lot of lifetimes before? I've been here a lot.
Yes.
Can you tell me how many times?
143, at least.
Am I here to learn a lesson?
You are here to gain control of a specific issue. Keeps recurring in your life. Something to do with relationships. And as you continue to work through this, it is something that is more personal. Does this make sense?
Yes. Am I going to learn the lesson this lifetime?
If you allow yourself to. So the best way to get to the quick point from A to B is to ask your guidance for guidance. Guidance is a wonderful tool. That is what we're here for. And we will always be there for you whenever you ask. And ask specific questions because the answers will always be given. We would like to also point out that technical support is also available to you.
They aren't going to put us on hold.
Never. Because we are here to guide you. We're here to help you and to help you maintain the control in order to create the palatable experience that you want. Not the humdrum everyday experience. The automatic autopilot. It's time to get off the autopilot, everyone. We are going to be bringing to you how-tos in videos on YouTube. So,
Beautiful.
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
How much of what we see on YouTube is directly from the collective, the Pleiades collective that I'm watching? I mean, you clearly know what I view.
It depends on the topic and it depends on which purpose we are bringing through. So, a lot of us will bring through different varieties of information. For instance, on the sliding situation. Many of you will experience sliding experiences because you are atomically changing your entire worlds. That is what sliding is. It is literally the disruption or the reconstruction of an atom, which affects the physical world as you know it. Which is why you will see lights flash. You'll see explosions like that one time here. Remember?
The light
The
blew.
light blew.
That lamp has blown out twice now.
Sliding is a byproduct of your changing your environment on a subatomic level. We are bringing forth this information now to you because you are the pioneers within this system. You are now here to teach those who are coming. Take the baton and don't be afraid. Take the baton and pass it on. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we close?
I have one more question. I didn't get to ask Ashtar as a follow-up, but the question of Commander, how does that align with Osiris and the information? If Sanat Kumara and Ashtar are not within the same bandwidth for Ashtar to recognize Sanat Kumara, is Ashtar and the Pleiadians in alignment with Osiris and that group?
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, how did Ashtar not know who Sanat Kumara was?
Sanat Kumara is connected to bigger, broader places. The Ashtar Command has a specific purpose
Okay.
to fly around your planet and keep things from occurring that shouldn't. There were many times when Earth could have been destroyed. World War II, many times. That's why you'll see sometimes the lights in the sky. We are the lights. Ashtar Command is the lights in the sky, keeping your planet safe. Sanat Kumara is much broader.
The guardian of our galaxy.
Mm. And of course, they know of Sanat Kumara, but they are not working with Sanat Kumara like that. There's a specific purpose of Ashtar Command.
Okay.
And you are all finding out the inside scoop.
Thank you. The blue lights that affected the power station
Yes.
in Astoria in December was part of the Ashtar Command's work or calibration into the grid? Or was that a different collective?
It may or may not have been that collective, but Ashtar Command keeps your space safe in order to create a system of growth. Because if, let's say, you go through a series of events that causes your earth to shift or your consciousness to shift, it would get in the way of your ability to grow and awaken, because you would be in survival mode.
Okay.
We are trying to help, we are helping you realign, which is why there are Germans on Mars and on the moon, because of these systems. We would like to go into that information in more detail another time.
Okay.
But
Thank
thank you for listening. Thank you for your attention and your questions. We're here to serve.
Thank
you.
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 Thank
See
you.
you again.
Love and light. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Will you wrap up the live?
Okay. Thank you, everybody who have stayed tuned.
Signing off. From
Signing off to
to Sohmalife Sanctuary.
Sohmalife Sanctuary. Mwah.